Did you know that in 1946, one of the most respected US Navy officers claimed to have seen something impossible, something that made him retire on the spot? Admiral Richard Evelyn Byrd was leading Operation Hydra. Their goal was simple: survey the land and report back optimal locations to establish a research facility. And this was a massive operation, 4,700 soldiers. You see, there was only one rule given to Admiral Byrd: do not, by any circumstances, go over the ice wall. And for the most part, Admiral Byrd kept to that rule. They were flying together in squadrons, surveying the land, reporting back the locations. But one morning, Admiral Byrd would wake up with a curiosity. It was like an itch that he could not scratch. So he gets on his airplane and he prepares for a solo flight. He lets radio control know he's about to take off and he's going to do a solo expedition. And like any other typical day, he's reporting back what he sees. But as the day goes on, Admiral Byrd goes closer and closer and closer to the ice wall. The Navy is, of course, very aware of this. And as he's flying over this wall, he describes flying over vast ice fields. Then suddenly, a valley without snow. Mountains surrounded it. His instruments grew warm. And in his private journal, never meant for the public, he allegedly wrote, "We saw a land beyond the pole, a place that is not marked by any map." But after this report, there was complete radio silence from Admiral Byrd for 3 hours. What happened in those 3 hours? We'll never know. But after that solo flight, Byrd came back a different man. A pale white face adorned him. He was visibly shaken. And shortly after, his mission was abruptly ended. Byrd retired. He came back to the US and testified before Congress, warning that what he saw over that wall would be one of the greatest threats to national security. He died a decade later. Some say he was silenced. Others say that he saw something that changes the understanding of this world forever. And his son, he wanted to release his father's work. But when he was putting together, getting ready to release this so-called information that his father had compiled, he was found dead a few days later. To this day, one thing remains certain. No one really knows what happened to Byrd or what he saw when he went over that ice wall. Have you heard of this story before? What do you think happened?